Okay, so I made a promise that starting today, I was actually going to teach you all about investing. But what is really investing? I mean, do people really know about it? Why do everyone think it's so hard when it's not? Today, I'm actually going to cover the 3 W's of investing. But before I actually go deep into what the 3 W's are, I want to make sure that this video goes to new investors, entrepreneurs, and small business owners. Let's go. Awesome. So today we're actually going to cover the 3 W's. That is going to be what is investing, when is the right time to invest, and why do I need to invest? So let me tell you a clear story right now with crypto. I'm not very savvy at crypto, but I want to tell you what my story was. 10 years ago, I used to do what's called Forex. I had a course, but during that time, I was not in my investing mood. And what happened was that when I learned about it, I actually did not pay any attention to it, and I just went with, my day-to-day 9-to-5 job, whatever. It turned out that when I had the opportunity to invest when Bitcoin was at, I think it was $100 or something like that, and I had the money for it. I actually didn't pay attention to anything about investing. I was just, living my life on my 9 to 5 and then just spending the money and being cool, whatever. Today, that's when I found out that one Bitcoin goes up, it's right now it's like about $30,000. So, imagine if I actually thought about buying about 15 of these, right? 1,500, which at that time was pretty high. It was a decent amount to invest, but not compared to now. What I could have done with so many Bitcoins right now, right? So, it's not about just being late to start investing. It's about just making the decision that when is the right time to invest. The important thing is that you need to know that it's now. Now is the right time to invest. But what exactly does that mean? What does investing do to you? What is investing? So an investment is an asset or an item that is acquired for you to generate income, to receive return on that investment. But forget about this whole idea about investing for a second, and let's just focus on the real deal. Where is my money gonna go instead? Where's my money? Where is my money? Where? So there are actually 3 principles that you really need to focus on. But before we go into the principles, I need to let you know the difference between 3 characters. So we currently have where most people stand, right? And what most people do is they actually receive an income, and then what they do is they buy on their wants, and then later they pay their expenses. Then we have this characteristic, which is the middle class. The middle class, what they do is they actually receive their income, right? And then after that, they pay their expenses. And then after that, they get their wants. And then we have the wealthy, millionaires, billionaires, etc. So these people, what they actually do is they invest when they receive the income. Okay, so they get the income, then they invest, then they pay their expenses, and then at the very bottom, they actually get their wants. So that is something that needs to shift, and it needs to start changing. Because in order for you to generate wealth, you really need to create that standard of thinking about investing first rather than spending it first. And another thing is that you actually need to think that every time that you receive an income, you get your salary, you have to pay yourself first. After that, what you need to do is you need to start doing recurring investing. If you don't actually invest consistently, then nothing's going to happen. So make sure that you're paying yourself first. Take out 20% of that salary. Put it for you and for yourself, because you need to invest in yourself, educate yourself, get more knowledgeable about investing possibly, and then start, crawling towards doing it every single time. It's like a habit. When you brush your teeth, you do it every single morning, every single afternoon, every single night time. It's the same. It's really the same. You need to make it a habit. But most of us, we tend not to, because we get so much backed up with bills that all of our surroundings is, I gotta pay bills, I gotta pay bills, I gotta pay bills. And that's not just the way that you need to think. You need to receive, you need to say, I'm going to save this to invest, and then I'm going to pay expenses. You really need to stop spending more than you can actually afford. So there's actually this one rule which I always consider like something that I really need to do and remind myself every single time. And as Warren Buffett used to say, rule number 1, never lose money. Rule number 2, always remember rule number 1. So why is it important to invest? I do get this question a lot, but let me tell you, a lot of people really think that investing is just about losing money, and they're wrong. There's a lot of misconception about investing. But here's the question that I like to ask instead. How do you see yourself within the next 5 to 10 years? Do you want to buy a property? Do you want to have that dream house? Do you want just to earn more income? Do you want to buy that nice car, a convertible maybe? Or do you want to just, have wealth? Do you want to help people? Do you want to help the community? There's just so many variations and options about what you can do with money. But yet, a lot of people do not understand why they need to invest. So the question that I always ask is, what's in it for you? What is it that you want out of investing? Why are you thinking about investing? How do you see yourself within the next few years? So you actually have the answers to all these questions. And truth is, you just need to create the puzzle and put it together, because you need to understand what situation you're currently at and what situation is the one that you want to be in. How do you visualize yourself within that line? And which vehicle am I going to use in order from go to point A all the way to point B? Investing is honestly just for people who want to reach financial goals. If that is you watching this video, then you better keep on watching, because right now I'm going to step into 4 different things about how to start investing right now. Now you gotta get it clear, because before you start planning about all this sense, you really need to take your notes, put a pen and paper, and start writing. Where are you right now? Tell me exactly what are your bills. You need to write all of those down. What's your debt? What do you need to spend money on? And how much money do you need in order for you to start investing? And if you need help with a cheat sheet, I actually have one right down in the description below. That's the one I actually use. That actually helped me organize all my finances and moving forward what I have to do every single month. The second thing that you need, because in order for you to start investing, let's be all honest, you really need at least some money to start. But the way that you can generate that money is getting a job. If you're unemployed, you better get a job. If you're unemployed but you have a talent, you better start working on your skill sets in order to generate money out of what your talent is. It's not hard, trust me. And when you have a talent and something unique, I'm pretty sure that there's a lot of people out there that are willing to pay for what you do or for what you are experienced in. Your expertise is important to a lot of people out there. So let's say that you have some income coming through, right? So what you need to do is, remember from the beginning of this video, you really need to start putting aside 20%, because 20% is actually going to help you to start your investment plan, okay? And there is actually, with that 20% that you generate, there are tons of ways that you can actually earn interest on that money that you are putting aside. So it doesn't stay there like in the bank where you generate 0.01%, right? Because that's what all the banks do. There's actually other ways and forms that you can really do, and that's also on the description below, so take a look at some of those ways. And you can actually generate, anywhere between, I would say, 15 to up to 30%. It's pretty crazy what you see out there. But there's a lot of people that are in need of that money that you're actually having at that time, even if it's not much. And guess what? They're willing to pay you in interest for it. And here's another thing, because you cannot forget about you. The most important thing here is about investing in yourself. You need to start saving and collecting 10% of that income that you get, because you need to invest it in yourself. You have to get more education on what you're wanting to do. If it's investing, for example, in real estate, well, you need to save some money so you can get more knowledge about how to invest or how to become a better investor on real estate. If it's the stock market, I do not recommend anyone to actually put their money and just leave it in the stocks if you don't have any knowledge or sense of it, okay? That's just not the way it works. Now, take 10% of that money and save it for you. Because if you don't do this, there's many ways that you can earn money, but you will not be able to do it if you don't have the knowledge or the skill set to multiply it. You have to remember that money actually multiplies by twos. If you have a $100 bill, find a way to make it $200. $200, you're going to start multiplying it, and it's going to become $400. And then that $400, guess what? It's going to become $800. $800 is going to be $1,600. When you reach 10,000 is going to multiply into 20 into 40, and it goes just like that. But you need to learn the formula on how to, and it's not hard. So at this point of the video, I've shown you my 3 W's, and I really want everyone to have that knowledge of how to start investing, and just learn and know that investing right now, it's the best time for you to start. You're never going to be late for anything, but you need to start now. Now, if you want more content about this particular subject about investing, please make sure that you subscribe, you comment below, let me know if there's any topic in specific that you personally want to learn about, and make sure that you like this video. I really want to focus this video and this whole channel actually about investing in the big threes. It's going to be about business, real estate, and the stock market. So make sure that you subscribe and stay tuned. And thank you so much for being able to watch this video. I will see you soon.